Hello, it's Wednesday evening, March 18th, and I hadn't planned to do another video quite this early, but something came up that I wanted to talk to you about. I wanted to speak to you about the participation in your teams, or the lack of participation by some team members. Doing an online course is really tough. I've been exactly where you are, and I've taken several online courses, and sometimes participation is a huge issue. So what to do? One of your peers emailed me and expressed a really high degree of frustration and confusion. And I replied to her by saying that I was intending to request individual submissions, because I too have noticed that some people are not participating fully. But then I realized something. This has been bothering me all day. It's been brewing. And if you look back to chapter 10, it's really a well-written chapter about teamwork and how teams perform and evolve and solve conflict and solve problems. So I realized that asking for individual submissions really goes against everything I teach in the classroom. And let me tell you what I tell students of mine in the classroom when they have the same kinds of problems some of you are having with team members who aren't participating. And believe me, I've done this with hundreds and hundreds of teams, and periodically there's always a team that's not performing well. But I tell the students, take this case study and use it as a portfolio piece. Put it in your portfolio, and when you're talking to an employer or a potential employer or a boss, and you're talking about your skills or your course, if it's a current employer, talk to them about the kinds of frustrations you had and what you have done to solve the problem. Okay, over the years I've talked to probably thousands of employers, and I've been an employer myself, and all the employers are looking for the same thing. They look for three basic things with people they hire: the ability to communicate both orally and in writing, the ability to be a self-starter and self-motivated so that they don't have to stand over you and watch what you're doing to make sure that you are working. And they want people to be a good team player. They want them to play nice in the sandbox, as I say. And those three things, company after company after company, have said the same thing to me. And so you can use a case study like this to your great advantage if you're one of the people who are trying to motivate others or set deadlines or assuming a leadership role. There's all kinds of things that you can do to put into practice what we're studying. So don't write it off just yet. You've got to try and make the team perform, and you're going to submit as a team and not as individuals. Now, you don't have to submit until April. I've asked you to give me something this weekend, but because we have to move on. But I want you to each of you, to make a concerted effort to help one another and to work together, to set deadlines and to share tasks. That's what employers want to hear. They don't care whether you passed a course with a 60% or 80% or 90%. They want to know what you learned. And this, what we're experiencing now, this is a great learning experience. So here's my solution. When you submit your paper as a team, the marking scheme is going to be as follows. The case is worth, by the way, the case is worth 25% of your final grade. So it's a big chunk. I usually mark question 1 out of 10 marks. Question 2, the organization chart and so on, that's also marked out of 10 marks. Question 3, 10 marks. And then I allow 10 marks for presentation, spelling, grammar, layout, all of those kinds of things that are so important. And then there's going to be a peer grading component. And that peer grading component is going to be worth 20 marks. So that's a big hit. And each of you will fill out a peer grading sheet where you grade yourself and you grade each member of your team. And then what I do is I assemble the team's peer grades and I average them. So it's quite possible that a couple of members of the team may get 20 out of 20. Somebody may get 15 out of 20, but if there's been someone who isn't performing, they may end up with 0 out of 20. And that's the way it is in the workplace. You know, you have to participate. So that's the way the grading is going to kind of shape out. So that's my thought for tonight. I wanted to get back to some of you who I know are concerned about how well your team has been performing or not. And this is a really important task, but don't let the frustrations get you down. It's a great learning experience, and if you are having significant problems, please email me or call me. You've got both my email and my cell number, and I will be back in touch with you over the weekend after I have a look at your submissions. And I just posted tonight, I posted the next chapter, and there's a case study to read at the end of the chapter and one question to answer. So I'll look forward to getting that from you. But anyway, be well. Don't get down on it. It's really tough. I know how tough it is. I've been where you are, but I know that you can do it, and you can use this issue to your advantage. This is what employers want to know. So anyway, have a great day tomorrow, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.